back with another tutorial. What's new? I just filmed a look on this look that I'm wearing right now, and this is featuring the Profusion Natural Eyes palette right here. And I really do love this palette. It has a lot of matte shades. It actually lacks on shimmer shades, which I'm okay with because a lot of palettes do have a lot of shimmer shades, and I think it's nice to have a nice matte palette. This is a really romantic look. It's very peachy, almost mauve-y. I tried to keep it more towards the matte side, and there was a little pop of shimmer right in the inner tear duct just to keep my eyes open. I think that when you put a nice light shade right on the inner half of your eyelid, it keeps your eyes looking open. I kept towards the browns and the mauves rather than the blacks and the darker shades. So yeah, other than that, oh yeah, one more thing. I didn't use any bronzer today. This was a complete blush and highlight look. No bronzer, no contour, just strobing and highlighting. So yeah, other than that, if you want to see how to get this romantic eye look, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start right in with the eyes. I already primed and moisturized my face and did my eyebrows, so that's all taken care of. So I'm going to start my eyes with the shade White, and it is exactly how it looks. It is a white eyeshadow. So I'm going to take this with a flat shader brush, and I'm going to put this all over my eyelid, all the way up to my brow bone. I think this is a really nice base for any kind of look, just a nice white base for other shadows to blend into. Yeah. So next up, I'm going to take the shade called, well, actually it's unknown. The name got wiped off, unfortunately. But with a big fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend this into my crease. Now this look takes a lot of blending. It's mostly just blending. So the motions I'm using are circular and windshield wiper, and I'm taking this all over my crease, all nowhere direct, just everywhere. Just a really nice transition shade. It's a very peachy toned, and I think any color looks great on top of it. So next up, I'm going to take this shade called Sienna, and this is a really pink peachy shade, and I'm going to take a more direct blending brush, a little bit smaller, and blend this right under the peach tone that I used for my crease. So, and this is a really nice match to that other shade. It blends very nicely. Yeah, so it looks pretty good. Next up, I'm going to take the shade called Taupe, and this is pretty much the same as Sienna, just a little bit darker. And with a flat blending brush, I'm going to take this directly into my crease, right under Sienna. So I took that peach shade first, then right under that was Sienna, and then right under that was called Taupe. So then I took that peach shade again and just blended that in my crease to blend all of those colors together. Like I said, a lot of blending, so this look does take a little bit of time. Next up, I'm going to take the shade called Bronze, and this is a nice brown shade, very coffee toned. And I'm going to take a fluffy angular brush and angular, and put this right on my outer V and right on the outer of my crease. So not taking it in too far, just keeping it right on my outer V. I think adding a little bit of a shadow makes this look really nice and romantic. Next up, I'm going to take Chestnut, which is pretty much just like Bronze, but just a little bit warmer, and I'm going to put that right next to Bronze. So pretty much right in the middle of my lid. I'm not on my outer V as much. So yeah, just add some shades in there. So I'm taking that shade again, and I'm putting that right in my crease. Like I said, so much blending. I really just want to keep everything nice and seamless. So next up, I'm taking the shade Black Brown, and with a flat shader brush, I'm putting this right on my outer V. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking it and putting it right there, blending it out through my crease with no extra product. Then I'm building it up. I'm carefully building up this color because it is very, very pigmented and a lot of color payoff. Yeah. So next up, I'm going to take the shade called Ivory with my finger, and I'm going to put that right on the inner half of my lid. And as I was saying in my intro, taking a nice highlighting shade and putting it on the inner half of your lid can really help to open up your eyes. I thought this shade was a little lacking in shimmer, so I took my flat shader brush and I wet it down a little bit, and that took care of that problem. It really helped to intensify that shadow. So next up, I'm taking the shade Sienna. I wanted a little bit more of that pink rose tone in there, and I put that right in my crease. And then I took a little bit more of Black Brown with a fluffy brush and just kind of blended that on my outer V just to add some depth. So that's it for the eyeshadows, thank God. That took forever. And I'm taking a brown eyeliner, and I'm putting that on my waterline. And you'll see here in a second that I have a tendency to tug on my eyes. You really shouldn't be doing that. You don't want to tug on your eyes. That can create wrinkles when you're older. So just take your finger and kind of lightly pull a little bit. Nothing too stressed. You don't want to pull too hard. I'm also taking this on my tight line. And then I'm lining my eyes a little bit, but nothing too fancy because I'm just going to take a brown shadow on top of that, and I'm going to smoke that out. So yeah, as you'll see here, I'm taking black brown from my palette on an angled brush, and I'm just going to blend out that eyeliner just to smoke it out a little bit. I really wanted this look to be a little bit more smoky. You can have sharp looks and you can have smoky looks, and I chose to go for the more smoky. So I'm going to go in with my Bye Bye Under Eye by IT Cosmetics, and I'm going to warm that up in between my fingers and put that right under my eyes. I got a little bit more sleep last night, but not much. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques blending sponge, and I'm going to blend that out, just like I did in the past 2 days. Next up, I'm taking my same foundation. This is the CoverGirl Clean Matte Foundation in the shade 505 Ivory. And I'm going to mix that in with my Ulta foundation. This is the Ulta Demi Matte Foundation, broad spectrum, with an SPF of 20. It's always nice to have a good SPF in your foundation, but it does sometimes tend to cause flashbacks, so if you're going to be taking pictures, you might want to avoid using SPF in your foundation. So I'm going to mix that with my finger, dot that all over my face, as you see I've already done, and I'm going to take my sponge and blend that all in. So next up, I'm taking my Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline. This is really, really great for dark circles. This is a treatment concealer. It has goji berry and other good minerals in there to help fight against wrinkles and dark circles. This is their more pink toned, and since I have a more pink undertone to my skin, I would go for this rather than the yellow. If you're more yellow toned, then you should go for the more yellow toned concealer. So then I'm going to take my H&M pressed powder in the shade Porcelain, and I'm going to place that everywhere I put my concealer. Again, I don't want any creases, and this helps fight against creases. Next up, I'm going to take the cream blush in the shade Peacher's Daughter, and this is a Be Lighter from the brand Lacka & Company, I believe. And I'm going to take a stippling brush, and I'm just going to put that on the apples of my cheeks and blend that up towards my temples. And then on top of that, I'm going to take the blush by The Balm called Hot Mama. And this is a really nice highlighting blush, and I'm going to put that right on top and on the tip of my nose, just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my highlighter from the brand Beauty Professional, and I'm going to put that on the tops of my cheekbones. And then on top of that, I'm going to take the highlighter Vivid by Makeup Revolution, and I'm going to put that right on top. I'm also putting this on my Cupid's bow on the tip of my nose, just like I always do. Then I'm going to take this lip gloss by the brand Essence, and I'm not sure what shade this is. It's very old and it's gotten wiped off, so just take any nice pink peachy lip gloss and put that on your lips, or whatever shade you want. It's totally up to you. And here I am trying to decide what mascara I want to use for my eyes. I get a lot of free mascara from Ulta, and I decided to go with the Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte. And yeah, so I just put 2 coats of that on my lashes. Next up, I'm just taking a little bit of that Makeup Revolution highlighter and highlighting my brow bone a little bit. And I'm going to finish up with a little bit of setting spray. I'm going to take my hair out of its clippy, shake it out, smile for the camera, and that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.